people hurts people.
Yeah. Okay, now is she someone that's your type?
Yeah, she's fine. I mean, the face a little, she's not as cute as I would like, but she's fine.
Okay. Her. All right.
Just being honest.
That's good. We got a couple pop balloons.
All right, good.
Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping. Your name and age, and why'd you end up popping your balloon?
My name is Soher. I'm 38. And I popped. Just not attracted. You're just not my type at all.
What makes him not your type at all?
You're just not cute to me. I'm sorry.
Cool.
All right. Now, so here's someone that's your type.
Nah, she's not my type at all. Either.
Not at all either. Okay, why not?
She's just not my type. I like, usually I'll get a good vibe off somebody, and I'm not getting a good vibe off of her. So, nah, just not my type either. Cool.
I do think we're living in a generation where we don't live by the model of treat others how you want to be treated, right? So you see this a lot. I think in society where, let's say online, you have women bashing men, and then you have some men bashing women and stuff like. I'm like, did we forget that model? I mean, like, let's say this. I've heard so many women just calling men ugly. I'm like, on this app, right? On this app, calling men ugly. And I'm like, it's like, would you love it for men to come on this app? I'm not saying they don't, but would you love it that men come on this app to call women ugly? Or we have, like, wives coming on this app to insult their husbands. Would we be supporting husbands coming on this app and insulting their wives? I don't know. That's the thing. What happened to that? I think it's part of, like, we don't care about each other. Maybe it's part of the gender war thing, right? Maybe it's literally a war. But it's like, I think it's, I don't know. I don't know what do we do to solve it, because things like this is, I think it's, I don't know. I don't really know. I'm just watching things. I mean, like, I see it so many times, right? Where, why are we doing this to each other? Because I always say this, right? If your take cannot be, like, switched, right? So let's say, oh, I see so many, gorgeous women with ugly men out there. What's wrong with that, right? Okay, fine. If that's your take, if you are not fine with the opposite take, right? The opposite take, in the sense that, okay, if I come around and say, oh, I see so many handsome men out here with ugly women, and you don't care, right? It's like you agree, or I don't know, you feel no way about it. You're fine with it, right? It's a fine take. Or if you're upset about it, do you not see that the hypocrisy of that? Do you not see that, how could you be upset with that way, but it was fine for you to make your thing piece exactly that way, right? So that's, I don't know. Sometimes I always think that if I'm going to say something, right? I'm not perfect at it, but if I'm going to say something, I will usually think about it a little bit. How would it sound if it came out of a woman's mouth, right? In the sense that if a woman said that about a man, whatever I said. So, that's how I go about it sometimes. But here's the thing where usually I react to a video. So, I'm reacting to that one woman. And I've said this before. It's not about man or women in my how I go about things. It's about accountability. I'm talking about we need to be accountable for our actions and words. And a lot of people aren't. They say a lot of stupid shit. So I wanted to show this is why a lot of men are just interested in dating right now. Why? I mean, I'm not saying that this is a male perspective. I'm not saying how women are, right? That they probably have their own reasonings. But this is why a lot of men are disinterested in dating, why a lot of men, do 50-50 dating, coffee dating, all that stuff. Because honestly, even if she matches you, you would think that she's interested in you. But really, women that matches you, they think that maybe you are kind of cute, but they could care less about you, right? They're nothing special. They don't even care if they get to know you or not. They think you're cute, but, if this is the thing why I find a lot of women don't understand that, or they don't see that if they're going on a date with a man, they could care less if they get to know him. It's great if she could get to know him, right? That's the possibility. But if not, free dinner, free experience. Like I saw a video of a woman saying, you know what, getting to know the man is the least of the priority of the date. It's the free dinner, it's the experience, right? It's the whatever, if they're gonna do something fun or not. So she said she could share it with her friends and do it with her friends. It's like, because a lot of women go on dates, they don't even care about the guy, right? They're not really that interested. Like I said, they may find him cute, whatever. They may find one thing interesting in his bio, but they'll go on a date with him regardless, just for giving him the chance, right? Giving him the chance to change her mind into liking him, or into being attracted to him, or wanting to see more. But when it comes to men, they're already interested, right? When they say let's do a date, they're interested. Most of the time, men want to see you on the second day already, because there's something about you. They're already interested. They already want to see where it's going. While for women, they're not really that interested. If it happens, great. But honestly, they use the date for an opportunity for the man to change her mind. It's like, the amount of work you got to do to change someone's mind into being interested in you is insane. It really is. It's hard work. That's why I see this on this app. Also, a lot of women say, "Oh, first date, that's it. I don't want to see him again," because she wasn't that interested, and she expects him to do such a hard work. Like I said, most men are not that charming. Most men are not that funny. Most men are really awkward. Okay, average men. This is the thing where women seem to not be able to grasp. Average men are not that good at talking. Right? If they were good at talking, they would be up in the echelon with the very charming men, with the the players and bad boys. They're not. Men are very mundane. Men themselves, it's like very simple, right? They're not like conversation is not anything crazy. It's very simple. It's like this is also another thing where when it comes to conversation with a woman, it's not back and forth, right? It's not always back and forth unless you know make something interesting to her. But a lot of times it's like you have to push the conversation and it gets tiring. Right? I show you that one word answers that you know what doesn't push the conversation along. No questions about you. Okay, that's the thing. It shows you that these women are not interested in you. They give you the chance because they think you're cute or whatever, but they're not interested in you. Just like how women said, they go on dates with men and men don't ask them any questions. It's a very different thing. Okay. Men don't ask women questions because they already know they're interested in the woman. A lot of times, I'm saying not all the time, but they already know that they're interested in women. They let women ask them questions because here's the thing: women don't know if she wants to see you again, right? Women are the ones who determine if they want to see you again or not, because he doesn't need you to prove yourself to him. He's already interested in you. While it's different, the woman needs the man to prove himself. So, dating is really an uphill battle for men.
If you're in your 20s, go hook up with that person you shouldn't be hooking up with. Dating in your 20s is messy. Now is the time to give into the urges and desires so that later on you're not resenting yourself or somebody else for it. Am I being an enabler? Sure, but your 20s is about learning crisis management and your 30s is for crisis prevention. I don't know what pheromones have kicked up in the air, but everyone I know is hooking up with someone they shouldn't, and we need to stop feeling bad for it. Who cares? We're all gonna laugh about it. We're all gonna die one day. That's just my...
If everyone lived life by they're just gonna die one day, we would have anarchy, chaos. This is a thing where I've said this before. I think women have no role models. Women have no good role models. I've said this before. I believe more women should actually listen to men. That's personal opinion. I think more women should actually listen to men, find male role models. But that's my controversial opinion. But this is the thing where I honestly feel that female coaches, the female manifestation coaches, dating coaches, all these coaches, female therapists, even therapists in particular, female actresses, all these things that, that may be a role model or maybe people that give advice, don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. They are illogical, right? They think about the here and now. Their logic is based purely on emotion, not logic. So really, it doesn't truly make sense. It makes sense too, maybe if you're listening it with your emotions, but not listening with your fucking brain. So that's the thing where, I swear, this is the thing where women don't care about the emotional trauma you can build. Okay? Dealing with casual sex, dealing with like a whole bunch of situationships, letting men just use your body. Right? Oh, because, sexual freedom, women think that they're the ones who are using men. But no, it's the other way around. Women are better fit at getting men to commit, getting men to be on a more emotional level. Women are becoming players or bad boy, or like the typical bad boys where they just have sex with the random people, go in situationships. It is very, shit like that creates the mindset where you can't pair bond with people, where you think very little of relationship, of commitment. Now, if you want to be forever at 304, right? Be forever for the streets, ride the D carousel, cool, right? That's your thing. But if you actually want commitment or actually want a relationship, a stable, healthy relationship, well, using your early years to just make purposely a whole bunch of bad mistakes is not the right way to do it. It's not the smart way to do it. And I swear, it's like women never think about consequences. They never do. They never think about the future. They only care about the here and now. This is the problem where I'm seeing this with a lot of people. I don't care if my future self suffers. All I care about my present self being happy. Shit like that is what's making like women more than ever, right? More women than ever are on antidepressants, are on some form of medication for mental instability. More women than ever. Okay. And here's the thing: this mindset of YOLO, right? YOLO, living life like it's nothing, right? Just caring about having fun now. 1.4 million women are on OF, selling their bodies like it's nothing. Yeah, that's great. We are creating a great generation of women. I think a lot of women should just stop dating. I think they should just, because they are essentially the incels. They are essentially the femcells. They are essentially the piss in the dating pool. I think a lot of women should just stop dating. Okay? Because this is the thing where it shows you that you actually don't listen to men. What men describe as a good woman is a helpmate. Is a woman that brings him peace. Is a woman that's loving and loyal. That's nurturing. That's caring. Right? That's understanding. This is the thing where a lot of women, like, you are just too traumatized, right? Because of the men you chose to date. Right? You're too traumatized by your own actions, the consequences of your own actions. You are better off stop dating, because you have become the piss in your own dating pool. Just stop. Like, if you're so happily single, just stop dating. Like, go be happy alone. Because honestly, this bitterness is tiring. Like, you don't know men. You don't talk to men. Okay? You think every man needs a woman to cook and clean. Really? There are plenty of men that can find a woman that cook and clean, then now what? It doesn't mean that, oh, you're gonna, it's like, you can pay for that shit. That's not fulfilling. That's not something that a man will be with her for, I don't know, 10, 20, 30 years, the rest of his life. Cooking and cleaning is what? It's being a helpmate. Someone that would, you know what? Makes his life fulfilled. Makes his life complete. Where, it's like, it's funny with women. Where they constantly want a provider. A man that takes away their adult responsibilities. Men don't complain about that. That's fine, right? It's fine that, you know what? Oh, we need to coddle these adults, these women, okay? These grown-ass women. Pay for their meals. No, women ain't complaining about that shit. It's like, just tell me how selfish you are, really. It's absolutely insane that women expect men to do all these shit that they expect men to do. Provide, take care of the household, do everything that women say. Be gentlemen, bend over backwards, be your slave, all that shit. But hey, helping a man, that's shitty, right? It's like, seriously. I think the biggest thing that is the men are seeing nowadays, where men are just like tired of it, is utter selfishness from women. You literally do nothing for men. Literally. I mean, seriously, women are exceedingly lazy and selfish. Okay? Men are changing. Men are changing it up. I think more and more men are cooking, more men are cleaning, more men are taking care of shit. What are women doing? What are women bringing, like, doing for men, besides just complaining about shit? Nothing's ever good enough. Shit is tiring. It really is.
I'm dating a guy who's like a securely attached green flag, and I've had several instances where I'm like, I'm the red flag. It's me. The problem here is me.
This is probably more of a a controversial opinion. I feel that because of the harm women have done to themselves mentally, that they can't handle the men that are actually emotionally intelligent, actually loving, respecting, actually good guys, nice guys, actually has his shit together. It's just men can't handle the new age men that they claim they want, because they themselves they have been damaged thanks to so many harmful ideology that don't make them suitable for relationships. Now, I think a lot of the ideologies make them suitable for, career women, but it doesn't make them suitable for relationships because they are very red flaggy, toxic. So I think a lot of women are stuck in a position where they want the men that, like I said, are green flags, respectful, loving, wants to get married, wants to be a good father. They're emotionally intelligent. They are intelligent. They have their shit together. They work hard. All this stuff. Okay, but they don't fit those men, or they're not good partners for those men. So they are stuck with getting, the typical chads or whatever. But those men are not emotionally intelligent. Those men don't have viable futures. Those men are poor partners themselves. So I believe that is the problem with a lot of modern day dating, where women have they have developed ideologies that make them unsuitable to be good partners. And yet I believe, this is all personal opinion, I believe men have, modern day men, a lot of men, I'm not saying all men, have evolved in the sense that they are, like I said, all those traits, but they're not attracting good partners, because honestly I believe a lot of women are just big red flags, and they really don't realize it. They don't realize it's them. They just continuously blame the man. So,